Artemisia, I'm so excited to do this recording. I had the pleasure of meeting you at an event and spending some time with you during dinner. And I've become a pretty big fan of your journey and your story. I think a lot of times in real estate, we glamorize teams. And I think most people think teams are the way to go. And one thing I say a lot is um, a lot of teams are social clubs, and a lot of them are very unprofitable. And I'm a huge fan of our solos who crush it at your level. So, for context for anyone listening, in 2024, Artemisia did 68 million plus in sales volume on 223 units. Real Trends just came out, number one in her state. Uh, amazing production, way above most things anyone can ever see. Like my best year ever as a solo agent was 99, and I almost, you know, ended up in the hospital with pneumonia a couple times because I just 12 hours a day, no systems, no not to do. Wait, so at 223, like that is so rare air. But before I ask you questions about that, tell us how you got into the business. Tell us before you were the number one agent in your state. What did that look like? What did the early years? What brought you to real estate? Kind of give us a little bit of a background so people have context.
Yes, I came to United States 25 years ago because I married my Boston. It's an American guy, and I moved and I figured it out that I didn't have enough money to go and take classes to go college. So I was like trying to do something, and I was always really good selling stuff. And I decided that I'm going to get the real estate license and just looking for something to do.
And so what happened? What was that first year, first couple of years? Tell me, because normally the average per person productivity in our industry is like between 4 and 6, right? What did the
Yes.
first couple of years look like, and then when was that breakout moment for you?
Okay, so I don't remember really good, but was kind of impressive because I have like 3, 4 transactions per month in my first year.
What?
Uh,
Okay, so wait, start there. What was the first month versus the second month? 3 to 4 transactions per month is unheard of to begin with, especially for a newer agent.
Yes, I was really lucky. I probably in the first month I sold like a couple houses, but after that I was selling 3, 4 houses every month, and was incrementing every month, every year was more and more. So I have to create some systems to be able to handle the volume. But I was really lucky. I didn't know anyone in Minnesota. I am from Mexico City, but I was like really motivated, and I was like trying to like work hard and meet people. And I have 2 jobs. I have a 40 hours job, and I have another one that was a part-time 12 hours Saturday and Sundays. So I did real estate during the afternoons and the afternoon of the weekends too. And when everything changes is when I quit my job. I quit my 40 hours job, so I have more time. And that is the point where that marked the change.
How much of that do you think is you just didn't know better that agents weren't supposed to do good? Because what I'm trying to pull out of you in this conversation is like that's so unnatural, right? Like, especially technically part time, because you you said you had a couple other very time intensive endeavors. Like, was it? Were you modeling behavior? Was it pure necessity? Was it curiosity? Like, what drove that kind of early spark and story and experience?
In the beginning, money, because I was needing money. After that, my personality, because I do everything in extreme. When I do something, I'm really passionate. So I started selling houses, and the families, they were really happy. So I was like making money and making people happy was like a fantastic combination for my life and my personality.
That is a really amazing connection that I think a lot of people experience in the industry, right? It's like you can do good and actually be compensated for it. So, was there an aha moment in the early beginning? And then let's kind of jump into the tactics. Like, if you were to tell a new agent, is it go to X amount of events, have this many conversations. What tactically would you suggest to kind of replicate what you've experienced?
So the thing that I always tell new agents is take this like another job. If you want to be successful, you need to work full time. Like taking this serious is if you work 2 hours there, 3 hours there, like another day, but you don't take this serious, this is like another job. You need to invest the time and create your job. If you don't know what to do, there are so many things that you can do in one day. An open house, you can networking, you can put your business cards in business, you can call the family members or do whatever it's necessary to start your career. But the thing is, sometimes the mistake that people make is they think that if you put 2 or 3 hours, it's going to be like the shows, that kind of success. And it's not like that. Real estate agents, we work really hard. And if you want to be successful, you need to work really hard.
So let's fast forward to now. So I'm going to jump back and forth. And you just did 223 units.
Yeah.
Um, what does that look like? Where does it come from? And I'm being very specific and tactical, like buyers to sellers, sources of business. Unpack that for who's listening.
Okay, so almost all my clients are referrals, almost 90%. But 10% I really need to work hard because we have a lot of new agents. So to be able to do that, to get the 10% that is going to refer me more clients in the future, I need to be consistent in my publicity, radio, TV, social media, mailing, putting my business cards in the stores. But that is something that needs to be always. You cannot choose not to do something. Needs to be for 23 years, that needs to be done. Otherwise, I'm not going to have that 10% and I'm not going to grow. So the every day, the 223 transactions every day is I work a lot of hours, but at the same time, I after a few years I learn how to delegate. Okay, so I have people helping me with different things. By the way, they have more talent than me in a few things because real estate agents sometimes we think that if we don't do everything by ourselves it's not going to be done correctly, and that is a mistake because other people they are better than you in other things.
100%. I think that's the fallacy of all entrepreneurs, right?
Mhm.
Um, so you said mostly referrals, but you just told me about all kinds of stuff that you do to generate leads that I would not constitute as referrals. So, like, what's the breakdown? You said you have a radio show. Tell me
I,
about that.
I have commercials in the radio, in the Hispanic radio in Minnesota, and I have little shows only like a few minutes, twice per week. I have commercials in TV. To be honest, I don't know how many commercials per year, but I have been doing that forever. And I have never, even that the market is bad or good or whatever, I never stop doing everything that I do. And social media, I post every day. If it's not myself, it's my assistant or another like person that we have in your beautiful country, Colombia.
Again, I think a lot of folks get stuck with paralysis by analysis. What do you post every day? I want to be as tactical as possible if someone wants to replicate the Artemisia playbook.
I do like three different things. Sometimes it's advertising about the programs, how you can purchase a house, like talking about money wise or programs or what do you need, what documents you need. Or sometimes they can be inspirational that you can do it or educational. You just need to do this and this and this to be ready. And
So that is client facing. So buyers, who are you talking to in those messages?
buyers or sellers. Yes, and sometimes I post my stuff too. I try to like put so the people think that I have a life. I sell houses, but I also like the baseball mom. And it's a combination. because you find what is, so some people is going to identify with you as a professional, but also as a person that has a life, no? And this is me. And yes, I sell houses, but I go to baseball games, and also I go out with my friends. So it's a combination of everything.
Where do you see yourself in 3 to 5 years from now? Is it because one of the things I say all the time is bigger is not better, better is better. Like, I think we should be optimizing for the lifestyle we want, for the time we want with our loved ones, for the ability to work from wherever we want. So tell me what it looks like 3 years from now if you've executed on today's plan.
I'm going to be working in the way that I work, and I'm waiting for my son to come and help me. So I'm going to have more time to grow my EXP line, because I really believe that EXP is it opens my world. Like I was stuck, and I feel that you have so many opportunities. You can sell houses in other countries. You can open your line in other places. And I'm just excited to tell everyone. EXP is something that when someone tells you, hey, this is EXP, sometimes you are like, no, that is too good to be true. And it's not for everyone, okay? Because maybe if you don't sell a lot of houses, you sell like 2 houses per year, maybe this is not the company, no? But I don't know. But for me, it's everything that I was looking for, because open the grow to new possibilities. So in 3, 5 years, I see my son helping me, and me going around United States and other countries trying to open my EXP line and having a little bit more fun, but at the same time, like working on other projects, no? And working also in Minnesota, because I'm not going to retire. I'm going to keep working, but with the help of my kid, maybe it's going to be a little bit less.
What do you think stops people from getting to be close to successful as possible? Is it self doubt, fear? What do you think holds people back?
It can be different things, but I think it's like when you don't believe in yourself and you don't put the time and the effort in something, you are able, if you put someone, it doesn't matter what personality, to sell real estate, and that person put 8 hours every single day, that person is going to be successful. But in the beginning, because you don't see any like changes right away, sometimes they don't motivate themselves and they want like instant results. And real estate, it's not like that. It's something that you are working for the future, but you need to be patient. And sometimes I think the between people that they don't feel that they can do that and to be impatient, I think that can be a problem to be successful.
Where do you see the market going in the next couple of years? As you are maneuvering through difficult markets, right? High interest rates, a lot of volatility, a lot of fear. How do you guide people through that?
I just advise them that they need a place to live. And the interest rate is there, but when you rent a house, the landlord is not going to give you part of the profit that he made for the price of the house, the plusvalia, no, the equity. The
Hmm.
landlord is not going to give you, hey, Leo, here it's this money that I make. This is your part. So the interest rate is there, but it's going to be different in the future. And when the interest rate is lower, you are going to be able to refinance. And the market, I see the market that is going to start, because in the beginning, when we change government or presidents or whatever, everyone is so afraid. I think after a few months, people start like feeling safer. So I think the market is going to start increasing, and if the interest rate drop, obviously we are going to have like a huge change, but nobody knows that part. I know that the interest rate is going to be lower progressively in the next 7 years, But if out of the sudden the interest rate is lower, we are going to be so busy.
What are some of your favorite technology tools? 'Cause you do so much business as a solo producer. Tell us some of your
Yes,
favorite
right
work.
now I'm fascinated with AI. I have a system that someone like was following me a few months ago, and he is like, "You need to try this." But an older person, no, we are not from those times. I was like, "Oh, I don't know." But I always try everything. At the end, he convinced me and has been really good because when people is looking for information, I receive a phone call or text messages. And if I don't have time, AI is having a conversation until I pick up the system and I set the appointments. But that helps me to bring new clients and existing clients that they were like wondering over there that they can be cashed by another agent, but they were like checking some information and the system brings those clients to me. So I'm fascinating with that, and I want to try the same for agent attraction. Thinking about it. I don't know how I'm going to do that, but I know that can be a really good idea.
If you put the same level of systems and energy you put into selling homes, I think you'll be one of our larger attractors in the
but
company.
but you know what? In the beginning, when I move, I just wanna keep like selling real estate. So, but my mindset changed. That is the difference. It changed. It's something changed, and this was like a few days ago because I was okay. So I wanna attract people. Yes, because it's going to help me to have a passive income there, and it's going to be fun. And but now I feel passionate about what I'm telling people about EXP. It's when I was explaining the model, I didn't have that passion when you don't know exactly what you are selling. But when you trust the product, you can sell the product. I feel like that I'm ready to grow this even more.
What are some of your favorite lead gen sources? If people are taking notes and just trying to take away exactly what to do, if you were a new agent, what are some of the best tools or lead gen sources that you are focused on right now that you would want everyone to know?
It's social media. It's free, but you need to do it every day. You need to do every day. And posting, it's cheap. Like I said, it's something that you can do to attract clients. And maybe in the beginning, only your mom is going to put a like for a few weeks, but later someone is going to identify with you because you are going to find your niche. Something you need to check, be intentional when you speak and see what kind of people you attract and see what kind of people put a like in your posting. So maybe that is your niche.
So starting over right now, you'd all in on social media.
Yes, that is the cheapest way. And obvious, you need to do something every day in person. Go with another professional and say, "Hey, this is me. I sell houses. I just want that you know that I'm here. I'm really like happy to do this, and I'm going to treat your clients correctly. And if I have a referral for you, I'm going to send you a referral." Stuff that is cheap, but you need to be consistent in doing all those things every day.
So consistency, and then you would say focus on what's free, right? It just takes your time and energy.
Yes, because you don't have the money right now. So you need to, but I see people that they are doing fantastic. New agents that they do the videos in TikTok, they have like millions of views because they have the energy. When you are a positive people with a good energy, people can see that, and it's a you attract other people.
Exactly, it's contagious.
And when you are sincere of yes, we sell houses to make money, but you are passionate and sincere about what you are doing. You can see that. You cannot fake it.
I completely agree. Yeah, energy is not something you can fake.
Mhm.
Well, Artemisia, this has been an amazing conversation. I'm proud to know you. I'm glad to watch you take on whatever challenge you want, and I'm super excited to hear you say that you want to focus on attraction, because if you do part of what you did as a producer only in attraction, it'll be amazing to watch. But I think the most attractive thing uh, in agent attraction is production. Right? It's showing people how to do what you do, because that's why people are in real estate, right? I don't think anyone gets into real estate to recruit agents. I think people get into real estate to sell homes, and so I think they want to join folks who can teach them how to do that at scale.
Totally agree. You cannot sell healthy products and you are unhealthy. That is the best proof. You want people to come to sell houses, you need to tell them that you can be successful. You need to inspire people.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for your time. Enjoy Arizona, and I will see you at the next event.